Hello, my name is Larry Martin and I'm a solutions consultant with Beyond 20. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to troubleshoot an error that could occur when building a map in the new version 8.2.1, where you've taken advantage of the multi-case branching one step and then tried to apply that map to an older system, not thinking about the fact that since that definition doesn't exist in the older system, it doesn't work. I ran into this recently on a project I was working on, and I took a few minutes to realize what was going on. I had another one of my coworkers dig in with me. So let's show you what we're talking about. So here I have this reset portal values one step, and it's taking advantage of the new multi-branching one step capabilities. As you can see here, I've got 4 different cases that are running off of this, and it's a very simple one step where it's simply resetting some stored values to a default setting, and you wouldn't think anything of that. So with that, I just wanted to show you what I'm talking about versus the way I ended up having to do it, because I did want this map to be available to an older system. A single one step with, run another one step actions based on conditionals. Perform the same exact functions, they do the same things. Each of these one steps equates to one of the branches that you saw in the other view that we were just looking at, or the other one step here that we were looking at. So that's what we're dealing with. I built a map of the system that included this one step, the multi-case one step, then tried to apply it to an older system and got a very non-helpful error. So here we have an 8.1.2 environment, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So if I go into my maps, choose apply a map, take this multi-branch one-step demo, which obviously I built for this, we get this error. The map could not be opened. Exception has been thrown by the target of an invocation. Well, without thinking about the new feature that I was using, this error meant basically nothing. One of the things is in C# or C++, you can get this error code if you go out and Google it or Bing it or whatever your search engine of choice is, and you will find that this is an error that can be thrown when something written in C# is calling a C++ function or something of that nature. It didn't mean a whole lot to me. So we decided to figure out what exactly was happening here. And so now we were focused on the exception being thrown and not even thinking about the basic fact that we were using a new feature and trying to apply it to an older system. So to dig into this, what we did was we tried to edit the map that we had. So we edited an existing map, the multi-branch one-step demo. So the map's loaded and we prepare it for distribution, and now we have that same error. Exception has been thrown by the target of an invocation, but now we can look at the details, and we've got this requested value decision one-step action was not found. Now we've been calling it multi-case. I've been thinking of it as multi-branch one-step. So decision one-step action still was not ringing a bell for me. It was like, well, okay, so what is this decision one-step action? Well, it turns out that if you turn around and you open your blueprint in an application like Notepad++, and let's go search for the word decision. If you remember in our error, we had the decision one-step action, so we could search for that term. We find it, and all of a sudden, here we go. We have a subtype decision one-step action. Interesting. So we have this, and it was last modified by me. Okay, so it's something I've done in the system. Right there was the trigger point where I was like, oh, that's my multi-branch, multi-case one-step. Obviously, it's a decision one-step action. But as you can see here, you can look even further, and not only is it last modified by me, but it starts going into more details where we can look through the definition here, and now we can start seeing more details about what it's talking about. Oh, our first branch case was service. Oh yeah, I have service as one of my cases. So as I pour through here, I can see, oh, and it's updating a stored value, which is exactly what the one step was doing. So as we drill on down through here, I would be able to find all of my case statements, and this made it real clear to me what I was doing wrong. So basically what we've done is we've taken a very vague error in a map. By trying to distribute that map on the system that it gave the error on, we got more details, and from there we could open the map up in Notepad++ and start searching for that error, which led us to the general area of what was happening, and that led me to understand more about what was going wrong. So the big thing is, if you see that decision one-step error message, the decision one-step action, that's almost definitely going to be related to the fact that you've got a multi-branch one-step and you're trying to apply it to an older system that does not understand what that stands for or what it means, because an older system did not have that definition. But again, you can edit the map and dig into there, get some more details, and hopefully it'll lead you to exactly what the issue is. Anyhow, just wanted to call this out. It was a pretty simple mistake on my part. I should have known better than to try to apply that to an older system. But it led to this opportunity to go into a more in-depth discussion or show you how to do some more in-depth troubleshooting that probably isn't something we would normally do. I know I've not done it in my time with Cherwell, but hopefully you'll find that this is useful, and hopefully you don't run into a case where you need it, but if you do, you can come to this video and go through the steps and figure out what's going on. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We produce these videos on a weekly basis, and thank you for your time.